Welcome to Reddit Reader. Reddit, what's your anyways, we're married now story? Met a new coworker, and our first interaction was me saying, I don't believe you, under my breath as I walked by. He thought I said, I don't like you. Anyways, we're married now. First time I met my wife was Halloween. I was sitting out a year at college working, but I went to a costume party at my old fraternity. I was pretty stupid drunk, pretty early. Somehow I ended up in my buddy Eric's room watching TV by myself. The girl barges in the room, looks at me and says, You're not Eric. To which I reply, Neither are you. Turns out her roommate was hot for Eric but too shy to go talk to him, so her roommate decided to go find him. 2 weeks later, the room barger and I got set up on a double date with Eric and the roommate. That was in 1991. Now we have 3 kids, and our youngest is having our first grandkid in December. Friend of mine in high school who looks suspiciously similar to a friend I had in kindergarten. One day, I knew a blank in kindergarten, and she looked a lot like you. Yeah, I also knew a blank, and they had exactly your hairstyle. We looked deep into each other's eyes. Oh. The first time I really hung out with this guy, he threw up all over me. Anyways, we're married now. Right after our first kiss, he said, I'm not looking to get married. Neither am I replied. So anyway, we're married now. He came to the door to borrow my sister's textbook. No one would answer the door, so I dragged myself out of bed and answered the door in nightgown and curlers. Hey, it was the early 80s, okay? He told me he was there to see my sister. Without a word, I nodded, turned around and screamed, Sister! Turned back around, said, Family intercom system, completely deadpan, and left him standing on the porch while I went back to bed. Married me anyway, 38 years on the 21st. When I was 13, I met a girl, Debbie, at summer camp. She talked about her horses and attending the big interstate fair every year with her 4-H group. On my 13th birthday, I went to the fair and looked Debbie up. She agreed to go to the carnival with me, but wasn't all that interested. I can't blame her. 13-year-old me was a dweeb. She brought along her annoying girlfriend, Renee, to keep me from getting too fresh, which worked. I was determined to get Debbie alone. Not that I knew exactly why, so I took the girls on the tip-top ride. Renee got sick, got off the ride, and puked. Debbie and Renee used that as an excuse to split, and I never saw Debbie again. 3 years later, a beautiful new girl with long black hair moved out on my school bus line. I was immediately interested and began a much smoother conversation. We went out a couple weeks later and went to a carnival. She took me on the tip-top and I puked. That girl was Renee. We were both 3 years older. And anyways, we're married now for 41 years. I had just started dating this guy and he came over to hang out. My roommate was bitching about her coworker, Pam. So I said, who names their kid Pam anyway? Fuck bitches named Pam. My date says, my mom's name was Pam. His dead mom. Anyways, we're married now. So, back in the 70s, our families moved to a new farming town. Our church was doing a fundraiser by planting potatoes, which would then be sold to help with building costs. Parents were busy and put us toddlers in a dry, empty cattle watering tank trough. Anyways, we're married 25 years now. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe so you don't miss our next upload.